Bodybag Center. Welcome back, ladies and gentleniggas, to another episode of Bodybag Center. I'm your host, Moonskii, here to give you the greatest and latest craziest matches you have yet to see in Marvel Rivals. I want you to sit back and relax. We got a crazy episode for you as always. Once again, if you want to make sure that you have your match shown and displayed here on Bodybag Center so the world can see, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Moonskii or on Moonskii to have a chance to have your match shown off whenever I ask to send me your craziest matches. Just look out for those tweets, send them on in, and you should have a pretty good chance to be seen same time, same place next week. Well, guys, shall we? Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first match comes from El Desperado giving us a Squirrel Girl. It's about to get nutty. Now, Squirrel Girl, from what I've seen, she can be quite the pest on the field if gone unchecked. And right now we have my boy El Desperado firing off some shots. He's staying within the Loki range. That means if he gets hit within that aura, he will get some heals instead of damage. And looks like El Desperado gets the first body of the game as he's just straight up nutting on the opposition. Look, he's nuts. He's holding Venom in place as Venom tries to track down the Squirrel Girl. Oh my goodness, Venom is trying to go. Great bot back. Venom is now just getting kited as he's now stuck in this building just to get bodied and cleaned up by the Squirrel Girl. As Squirrel Girl continues taking out one of the turrets, as she advances forward, the team has no choice but to back the fuck up as she starts to nut on the opposition. Who is safe? Who is safe? Namor is looking pretty low right now as the relentless nuts. Who said no nut November was a thing? Squirrel Girl is nutting every goddamn month of the year as they cap the second point, entering into the fray as she's aiming for the healers. She's looking for that rocket right now. Yeah, she has her on ice. Okay, wait, she's focusing on the Groot now. The Groot is trying to find oh, she's getting sniped. Great recognizing that area that it was getting her kind of pinned down a little bit. Falls back, chucks the squirrels trying to catch somebody, and now she is just pelting, ricocheting off the walls, and we're gonna see who's falling. Strange thinking that he's safe as Squirrel Girl just goes ahead and chucks some squirrels, but falls once again. All right, the nuts don't stop as Squirrel Girl starts nutting from the spawn. Sometimes you just gotta wake up and just hit that fresh nut. Doctor Strange is up in the air, has no clue what's about to happen to him as we have some just ricocheting of the nuts coming through the base. This is not good for the team. They got to find a way and push out of this base because if they stay holed up for too long, they cannot win this match. Great ult onto the point, trying to scatter the enemy team off of it as she aims for the healers. He ain't safe for too long as the team continues to push the point. All right, now let's see how the enemy team tries to go and contest this as we have Squirrel Girl trying to fight off this Groot. Sometimes Morningwood and Nuts just go hand in hand. Let's see if she can get rid of this Groot. The Groot is trying to be a little aggressive. She chucks the squirrels, holds Groot in place. Groot is not going anywhere, and that's a body, and she snipes out the Cloak and Dagger. More Nuts coming through as she gets off another ult, damaging anyone in its path. The Groot is jumping back. Looks like the Groot was brought back with the rocket beacon right now, but it looks like Squirrel Girl may have extended a little too far. She might die. No, she's still alive. Great retreat with the fade back chuck of the squirrels as she's now trying to get rid of the enemy tree right there. All right, let's see what they can snipe out. Blue team seems to have amassed and taken control of the point. Red team's gonna have to try to do all they can at this point to kind of rid them of this blue pest off the point, but it looks like they're able to do that. Red team now reclaims the point as she chucks it on Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is now stuck. Can she clean up the Doctor Strange kill? No, Doctor Strange, oh, she goes from behind. Doctor Strange is so low. Can Squirrel Girl take care of Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange is coming down at any moment. She's waiting for him as he's worried about his teammates. Doctor Strange is now down in his face, and the Doctor Strange is now in the face as Squirrel Girl picks off the goddamn Cloak and Dagger. All right, and she's trying her best. Doctor Strange finally falls down. This should make it a lot easier for them to continue pushing this point. One last person on the point. It's Groot, and Groot is backing up. He fears the nut. He fears the nut. He don't want to mess with that nut. That nut is pretty lethal. As it looks like they have finally capped their second point. They're looking good. 4 minutes on the clock. They're making good time as they continue progressing, and they knock out that Groot. Groot has fallen once again. We see Bucky. We see Cloak and Dagger trying to position and get ready to fortify. Doctor Strange comes in, trying to ult on the team. All right, Squirrel's trying to provide some support for a teammate. Unfortunately, the goddamn Psylocke does fall. Strange is now taken to the air, but Squirrel Girl has not ceased fire. The nuts don't stop. Nuts on the man. As soon as he he puts his shield down. All right, and now we see Bucky trying to be a little aggressive, trying to chase the Squirrel Girl. Great on the heels, pretty part, keeping the Squirrel Girl alive right now. And looks like Psylocke has rejoined the fray. All right, as we see a Cloak and Dagger ult. All right, now another ult comes through, weakening the team a little bit, but it looks like it will get healed up fairly quickly. All right, Squirrel Girl, if she can kind of ricochet some of these attacks off the wall, she catches the Magneto. This should do a considerable amount of damage. She's got to be careful. There seems to be an enemy with Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock falls. Here comes Cloak and Dagger. She's left all alone with no one here beside her as he tries to retreat. All right, Cloak and Dagger does fall. There's Bucky. Bucky is also getting sniped out by the Squirrel Girl. She is making them drop like goddamn flies. If you just take a look at the scoreboard right now, we see Squirrel Girl literally with 19 kills. She's doing the damn thing. All right, as she's looking for more blood. There's blood in the eyes, but not in the hand. All right, Groot is right behind Squirrel Girl. She needs to turn around. She needs to turn around. Groot is literally trying to hit her with that wood from behind, and she gets sniped out by that Groot. Sometimes that morning wood just catches off guard while you're trying to nut, but guess what? She'll be back in a moment. Let's get it. All right, Squirrel Girl has re-entered the fray as they're finally hitting around that last bend. They got about 2 minutes on the clock. They have enough time to push this and enough time to build up another ult if they're able to do so. Let's see soon enough as Squirrel Girl pushes on in and she gets a kill from the Namor. All right, let's see who else she's able to. Doctor Strange falls as well. Let's see who else Squirrel Girl's able to clean up on the field. She's being aggressive. She's pushing forward. The Cloak and Dagger falls to Groot is left alone. Groot tries to ult, a panic ult, trying to be careful and trying to, okay, good heals from the Jeff. Squirrel Girl jumps into the fray as they finally push this point closer to the point. The whole team is here trying. This is their last stand. This is where everything comes down. This is their final altercation, and looks like they're able to fend off just Squirrel Girl at least, but is it enough to press off the rest of the team from capping this point? We'll see soon enough. All right, Namor is stuck. Can Namor get clapped? No, a good time Loki heal coming through, but it looks like a couple of enemies fall down, and now I think they're able to cap the point right there as the Groot is a little too late to contest the point, and I think that will be a goddamn body bag. And there you have it, El Desperado, phenomenal nuts right there, triple kill on fire, 25 total kills right there. Love to see it. Look at that damage, 17k damage, literally doing miles and beyond, carrying her team right now. El Desperado is putting in the work. All right, I see the work ethic, I see the grind, and I can't wait to see what more this contestant has for us in the future, because if he continues playing like this, oh, I think we might be seeing a little more El Desperado in our near future. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Let's not waste any more time. Make sure you drop some big, fat, veiny BBCs in the chat as we get into our next match.
Body bag.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, because before we get into our next match, let's go ahead and do some lightning quickies. All right, our first LQ comes from Alien X, giving us a Loki. Let's see what he's gonna do. All right, but we see the ult and he pops it, and he takes Bucky's ability, pops the goddamn Doctor Strange, pops the Bucky, but he lives and he wants to punish him. How does it feel to die to your own move? As he goes ahead and puts aggression on the Psylocke, headshot on the Psylocke, and he goes ahead and smoked that Groot pack. Oh my God, what is that in the air? Smells like Groot. Okay, Alien X with a crazy ass LQ. Let's get into our next one. All right, we have Forsaken Rookie with our next LQ, and ooh, we see something very juicy right now. Adam Warlock ult, which means everybody's low right now as it hits him again and again. Who's left? Punisher again. As Punisher falls, as he pops up another one, he sees a Doctor Strange, but can he even that Doctor Strange? No, he can't, but guess what? He did what he needed to do in that clip alone. Let's jump right into our next LQ. Next LQ comes from Chris playing as Hela is going ahead and popping her ult. Let's see this snipes are gonna happen. Aims first and snipes out the Cloak and Dagger. Jeff falls, going for the healers first, goes ahead and snipes out the Mantis. Who's left? Squirrel Girl, and it looks like Chris cleans up the rest of the team with the tactical support. Oh my goodness, look like Call of Duty in this bitch. Oh my goodness. All right, our next LQ comes from Moon Knight as he delivers Khonshu's wrath upon the Punisher and Adam Warlock. Look at Cloak and Dagger very nervously retreating right back into the vicious arms of Moon Knight. Here comes the 1v1 from Captain America. Captain America also falls, but it looks like Adam Warlock has not had enough yet as he reses back, and Moonshine says, "Get the fuck out of here." our last match of the night, we got JD giving us a Magneto. We're going to see what this Magneto can bring in store. Now, Magneto, he's one of those quintessential tanks, you know, just like Doctor Strange, great for holding the line, blocking damage. We're going to see what JD can do on the field right now as he goes for it and pushing up forward. Great bubble right there, trying to just push back this enemy team, giving the team that behind them the time to push up the payload while they are pressuring in. All right, as we have Magneto trying to hug to the side, he's a little low, trying to get away from that Iron Man right now, as Iron Man with that beam is going to be very annoying, to be honest, as we see the enemy team just pressuring in. All right, we actually have a switch to a Penny now. Interesting, we're gonna see what JD can do with this Penny now that is on the field. Okay, he's gonna place down a Spider-Mine, gonna try to probably go for a choke and try to, you know, funnel in some of these healers or probably some of these annoying, pesky attackers that are trying to funnel into the back lines. All right, now let's see on the front lines, we have Strange holding the point, joined with the Punisher. Can both Penny and Punisher get rid of this Strange as he's holding his point right there as they push back the Punisher? Iron Man being annoying and putting aggression on the Penny, and unfortunately it looks like the Iron Man is not going to get the kill, holding him off as we see Doctor Strange. He's held up on the debris, trying to be aggressive a little bit. Iron Man tries to go for an ult, but he is quickly stopped. Diagnostics checked, run that shit back at the base as we have Penny throwing a bunch of mines everywhere, trying to go ahead and pick them off. Great ult from the Cloak and Dagger, but it's not going to be good enough. All it's really going to do is just fend off a little bit as we have Penny trying to aggress into the front lines, but fortunately falls, but rezzed back. Shout outs to the Rocket trying to aggress this Strange, because Strange is for some reason back into the back lines. This is a very crafty ass Strange. Where the fuck does this nigga come from? As he's finally putting pressure from the Punisher. Can they get rid of this goddamn Punisher? We're gonna see soon enough. All right, now Penny does have her ult online. She wants to just back up a little bit, throwing a couple of webs. Is she could try to hide some of these spider mines in the way. She can be very sneaky, but she throws on a spider mine and ult. She wants to try to make a nice little trail for all of her spider mines to just trail to the enemy backlines and pick them off. Leads them straight to the Hawkeye, pressuring him off. All right, and she's just running all around, just trying to just make a nice little trail. Great use of that ult to push them back. Great, love to see it. She throws on another spider mine right there. All right, we have Penny entering the high ground as she tries to pick off anybody from the high ground. All right, pressure's back. Oh, but we see a Strange portal right now and a beautiful spider mine snipe on Iron Man. Crazy, great play right there as you put some spider mines outside of the portal just to meet and greet some of the enemies exiting that portal. All right, we have Penny trying to come through the back lines, trying to get rid of that Strange. Webs to Strange, Strange falls. Great web right there as they finally are trying to reclaim the point. All right, it's getting pretty hectic as Iron Man is putting a lot of pressure on his Penny, but Penny has very few options to deal with Iron Man as he just puts that steady stream on her. Looks like Penny finally falls, but Penny is back in the game. Shout outs to the Rocket. All right, now Penny is back onto the field. They want to clean up whoever they can that's left. Cloak and Dagger's out here causing a nuisance. We have Strange causing a nuisance. Penny almost has ult. If she gets ult in time, she could be able. Oh, she gets ult, but she gets Stranged. Oh, but she's back out here, and she finally gets that ult off. Wants to push back anyone that's trying to contest the point. Just circling that point. Spider mines galore right now as she's trying her best to just make sure that this whole area is fortified. Strange is holding that point. Want to get rid of this Strange. Strange finally falls. Scarlet in the distance. We got a bunch of enemies out here. Can Penny just provide enough chaos on the map to pick some off? Great snipe on the Mantis. We have Moon Knight out here as well. Great web on the Moon Knight, and Moon Knight will also fall to the goddamn webs. All right, great placement of the mines right now. Finally, they cap it, giving them a second wind right there. All right, it's getting kind of dicey, but they're still in the game. Great ult from JD, bringing the team back into the game. All right, running the ones with the Strange, sets down a spider mine. While Strange is worried about the spider mines, Penny is going to try her best to be aggressive to the Strange. Great web right there, trying to catch him off guard. Strange is going to get jumped. Great aggression right there as they're finally pushing up as well. Penny returns back to the high ground. Can we get a web? And we get a web from JD. Huge play. That could have been dire for the team if they were all wiped out right there, but this buys them some time. Spider mines have been placed down, chucking a couple spider mines at that gate. Anybody that tries to enter in will see some damage coming their way, cause them to kind of back up and reassess that situation as we have Thor looking for another exit. met with a web. Loving these webs just to stall, and as long as they're webbed, they're not doing anything. And if not doing anything, that's crucial damage on the field as we have a great web on the Star-Lord, wasting his ult and sniping him out. JD is huge with these webs. Web on the ass, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is looking like he's going to get jumped as soon as Penny can help out and bring the rest of the team onto the point. All right, Penny is trying to get rid of the cloak. Can the cloak fall? Can the cloak fall? Can the cloak fall? The cloak is very slippery. The cloak finally falls. All right, we have Strange on the point. Want to get rid of that Strange. Spider-Man is placed right on Strange. Strange destroys it. All right, Spider-Man placed once again. All right, more Spider-Mans on the field. Wants to get rid of this Strange. Strange should not be here. And it looks like Star-Lord is out here doing damage when he's not on the point. Shoutouts to the Luna Snow for providing them heals. Great web trying to do something, but he can't do shit as long. Oh, and great web from the Spider-Man. But the webs are still out, and a great ult finally take care of the Moon Knight and the Mantis, and he takes care of the Spider-Man. JD is on the roll right now. They're falling. They're dropping like flies. All is left is Doctor Strange. Can JD get rid of Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange is holding that point. Can they get rid of Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange falls. Who's left? It is Star-Lord. Star-Lord is out here throwing some Spider-Man. Spider-Mans get rid of Doctor Strange and the goddamn Star-Lord. Who's left on the point? We have a couple of units trying to go for a web. Mantis trying to enter the point, and Mantis gets domed right in the goddamn forehead. Oh my God, JD was straight up popping off that match. Great webs, great snipes. That Spider-Man snipe on the Iron Man had to be clutch. 27 kills, 8 deaths. Look at that triple kill. 13 damage across the board. Look at that 31 damage block. Penny was absolutely just tearing up that team as long as he had that ult and those Spider-Mans out on the field wreaking havoc. But I can't stress enough how crucial some of those webs were. Those webs were just straight up just nullifying some huge plays from the enemy team. Scarlet couldn't do shit, webbed her up. Star-Lord tried to ult, webbed him up. Strange tried to back up, webbed her up. JD was just keen with those webs. Great picks right there. Love to see it. Throw some big fat webby BBCs in the chat. Bodybag. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all the BBC that we have for today. Don't worry, we'll be back with some more soon enough. Just make sure you follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky and look out for whenever I ask you to send me your craziest Marvel Rivals tweets. All right, and I'm your host, Moonskii, signing off for the night. There's nothing left on this video, so would you kindly get the fuck off my channel, baby?